I almost became a memory. Instead, I became my own miracle. Yeah. I was one bad night from becoming another headline. One wrong choice from making my mother's phone cry. Nobody knew cause I mastered the art of pretending. Smiled in the daylight, bled every night while the ceiling was listening. Tell me, have you ever laughed in a crowded room, but inside felt like the walls were your tomb? Everybody says stay strong. Nobody teaches you how when your hope is gone. I had dreams, then life started charging interest. Every failure stacked up, every prayer got unanswered. People only clap when they see the comeback. They never see the nights when your heartbeat fights back. The mirror kept asking, who are you fooling? The devil kept whispering, you've already ruined. Everything you touched, everything you loved, everything you built was never enough. And something inside me, barely alive, whispered one sentence, your story isn't finished. Maybe the pain wasn't trying to bury me. Maybe it was introducing me to someone I hadn't met yet. My tomorrow needed me alive. My future was screaming while I couldn't hear it. Every scar, every tear, every sleepless night was buying time for the version of me that refused to die. People judged chapters, they never read the book. They saw my silence, thought I was weak. Truth was, I was surviving battles. Words couldn't even speak. Rock bottom wasn't the ending, it was construction. God was removing people that looked like protection, but were actually destruction. Funny how loneliness teaches lessons crowds never could. Funny how losing everything can become something good. I stopped asking, why me? Started asking, what is this making me become? That's when fear started running instead of me. Because every punch life threw built another muscle inside my soul. I wasn't healing, I was rebuilding, brick by brick by brick. Maybe the storm wasn't sent to destroy me. Maybe it was making sure only real foundations survive. Behind every breakdown, every scar, every tear, every lonely drive was proof I hadn't lost the fight. Success isn't money, it's waking up without wanting to disappear. It's answering your own thoughts without fear. It's looking in the mirror and finally recognizing the stranger who never quit. People think strength is loud, no. Sometimes strength is brushing your teeth, showing up, taking one more breath, one more step, one more sunrise. That's what saved me. I used to chase happiness, now I chase peace. Because peace stays when applause leaves. I forgave people who never apologized, not because they deserved it, because I deserve freedom. If you're listening and nobody knows how much you're hurting, this isn't luck that brought you here. Maybe, just maybe, your tomorrow needed you too. I'm done letting pain write my obituary. I'm done asking permission to believe in myself. Every scar became evidence, every failure became fuel. Every closed door built another hallway. Every rejection sharpened my purpose. I survived things that would bury the old me. Look at me now, still standing, still breathing, still believing. I didn't make it because life got easier. I made it because quitting stopped being an option. If my past wants revenge, tell it, it already lost. Because the person that tried to destroy doesn't exist anymore. My tomorrow, yeah, needed me alive. Not perfect, not fearless, not famous, just alive. Because one decision, one heartbeat, one more sunrise can rewrite an entire lifetime. If this song feels like your story, don't just keep it to yourself. Tell me in the comments what moment almost broke you, but ended up building the person you are today. Somebody else might read your story. Yeah. I remember counting. I remember counting every loss like it was tattooed on my skin. Thinking every closed door proved I'd never win. I carried guilt so long it started calling me by name. Then blame myself every time life changed. Some people only knew the version that smiled for the picture. They never met the one who cried after the mirror. I was drowning in silence, learning how to scream without sound. Funny how your lowest point can become your highest ground. Everybody loves a sunrise, nobody talks about about the night that had to survive first. I thought I was buried. Truth was, I was planted. Life kept testing me, like it forgot already failed enough. Every new mountain whispered, you ain't climbing us. So I laced up my fear instead of my confidence, cause courage isn't born when you're comfortable, it's born when you move anyway. I lost friends, lost money, lost opportunities, lost years, but somehow I never lost a part of me that kept believing tomorrow could introduce me to someone better. That's why I'm dangerous now. Not because I can't break, because I already did and survived it. Who doubted me accidentally trained me. Every you can't became another reason I had to. Every laugh behind my back turned into fuel when I stood in front. Failure never hated me, it educated me. Pain never cursed me, it prepared me. Loneliness didn't abandon me, it introduced me to myself. And when I finally met that version, I realized I wasn't searching for success. Success was searching for someone who refused to quit. I stopped chasing revenge because healing hurts people louder than hate ever will. Imagine becoming so happy that your past can't recognize you. Imagine smiling without pretending. Imagine sleeping without replaying old mistakes. Imagine looking at your scars, not with shame but gratitude, cause every scar says something tried to end me and failed. Listen, if you're still breathing, then your purpose hasn't missed. Disappointment, the clock hasn't expired, your name isn't finished. Somebody's breakthrough is connected to your testimony. Some kid is waiting to hear your story. Some parent is praying for the strength you're about to discover. Don't confuse delay with denial, don't mistake silence for absence. The mountain isn't mocking you, it's measuring how badly you want the view. Before you leave, answer me honestly. What's one battle you survived that nobody knows about? Not because I'm curious, cause someone reading your answer tonight might realize they're not fighting alone. Sometimes one comment can save a stranger's tomorrow. The hardest war I ever fought never made the news. No cameras, no trophies, no standing ovation, just me trying to convince my own mind that another sunrise was worth seeing. I became an expert at carrying an invisible weight, walking into rooms like nothing was wrong, while my soul was begging for a break. People asked, how you doing? I said, I'm good. Not because I was, because explaining pain takes more energy than surviving it. Then one day I realized the strongest people aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who refuse to make the ground their permanent address. I used to thank God, forgot my name. Every prayer felt like it hit the ceiling and came back down. Every blessing looked like it skipped my house. I watched people win while I was still learning how to lose with grace. But looking back, if I had gotten everything I asked for, I would have become the wrong version of me. Some delays protected me, some heartbreaks redirected me. Some closed doors kept me alive long enough to walk through the right one. Now I don't fear waiting, because timing built the man, talent alone never could. You know what changes everything? The day you stop introducing yourself by your wounds. I'm depressed, I'm broken, I'm a failure. No, those were chapters, not your name. Your name isn't almost. Your name isn't never enough. Your name isn't too late. Your name is possibility. Your name is resilience. It's every breath that refused to become the last. So walk like it, speak like it, believe like it. Cause identity is where victory starts. Yeah. Because identity is where victory starts. Years from now, people won't remember how many times you failed. They'll remember that you kept getting up. Your children, your family, your future won't inherit your pain. They'll inherit your perseverance, and that's legacy. Legacy isn't leaving money, it's leaving proof that impossible can be survived one day. You tell your story without crying, not because it didn't hurt, but because healing finally finished what pain started. And when that day comes, you'll whisper, I finally understand. Every dream I dropped, wondering if the world would even notice if I stopped. Yeah. Funny how your loudest battle can happen without a sound. You smile so nobody worries, and fall apart when no one's around. Yeah, I kept asking life, why keep testing me? Life looked back and said, because your future's still investing in you. The pain wasn't permanent, it was preparation. Every setback was secretly introducing me to a stronger foundation. I buried so many versions of myself, I lost count of the funerals. The kid who believed too easily, the dreamer who trusted everybody, the fighter who almost surrendered, but somehow every goodbye created room for someone stronger to arrive. Now I don't fear becoming different, I fear staying the same, because comfort has buried more dreams than failure ever has. People think healing looks like smiling. Sometimes healing looks like surviving. One more hour, one more conversation, one more heartbeat, nobody handed me hope. I had to build it brick by broken brick into one day. The house I called pain became the home called purpose. I stopped chasing people who kept running from me, started chasing peace. Funny, peace never asked me to prove my worth. It simply sat beside me until I remembered it myself. Now rejection doesn't offend me, it redirects me. Closed doors don't insult me, they introduce me to better rooms. Every scar has a language, mine says you made it. Not because I won every battle, because I refused to surrender the war. Some nights I cried myself to sleep, some mornings I had to convince myself to get out of bed. Yet here I am, still writing chapters the devil thought would never exist. The world celebrates finished products, nobody applauds the rebuilding process. They don't clap when you're learning how to breathe again, they don't cheer when you forgive yourself. But those moments, those invisible victories, they're the reason visible success eventually arrives. Don't tell me I'm lucky, luck didn't sit beside me at 3 in the morning. Luck didn't silence the voices in my head. Luck didn't pick me up after disappointment, knock me flat. Discipline did, faith did, persistence did. The version of me that refused to disappear. I used to think the finish line would make me proud. Now I know it's every step I almost didn't take, every morning I almost gave up, every dream I almost buried. Those almost built the person standing here today. And that's why I'll never disrespect my own journey again. The greatest comeback wasn't making money, it wasn't fame, it wasn't proving people wrong. It was looking in the mirror and finally believing the reflection. Because confidence isn't loud, it's quiet, it's choosing yourself when nobody else does. It's waking up and decide, my future deserves another chance. If you're hearing this, you're not behind, you're not forgotten, you're not finished. Your darkest chapter isn't your final chapter. The pages are still turning, the ink is still wet. The author is still writing, so don't close the book just because one chapter broke your heart. Never realizing tomorrow was carrying me too. Every setback was teaching my faith how to lift more weight. Every tear watered the future I couldn't see growing. That's the thing about purpose, it grows underground long before anyone sees the tree. So if you're buried today, don't panic, roots always grow in the dark first. I chase perfection until I realize perfection doesn't inspire people, survival does. Nobody relates to someone who's never fallen, but everybody understands what it feels like to get knocked down. That's why I stopped hiding my scars, they're not weaknesses, they're subtitles to a story words could never explain. I remember praying, God, remove the pain. Now I pray, don't let the pain be wasted, because every lesson cost me something, every victory was paid for with nights nobody witnessed. You only see the stage, you didn't see the empty room where I practiced believing in myself without an audience. The mirror used to be my biggest enemy, now it's my reminder not of who I was, but of everything I refuse to become. I could have become bitter, I chose better. I could have become revenge, I chose growth. I could have become another statistic, instead I became proof that pain doesn't get the final vote. The loudest applause I've ever heard didn't come from a crowd, it came from my conscience. The day I forgave myself, that sound changed everything. Because guilt can keep you in prison long after the sentence should have ended. Freedom starts the moment you stop punishing yourself for surviving. I used to think winning meant never looking back. Now I know sometimes you look back just to thank the version who refused to quit. The exhausted version, the lonely version, the misunderstood version, the one who cried without making a sound. Without them, this version of me would never exist. I'm not built from comfort, I'm built from pressure. Every disappointment added another layer to my determination. You see confidence, I remember confusion. You see strength, I remember shaking hands. You see victory, I remember nights where surviving was the only goal. Don't mistake the finished product for an easy process. One day, you tell your story without lowering your voice. One day, the pain that broke you will become the hope that builds someone else. That's how healing works. It multiplies. Your testimony becomes another person's survival guide. Your scars become another person's map. Your comeback becomes another person's reason to keep fighting. I thought I was waiting for life to change. Life was waiting for me to believe. The opportunity didn't create confidence. Confidence created the opportunity. That's why the moment I stopped doubting myself, doors open that had been unlocked the whole time. Fear was the only thing holding the handle. If tomorrow could speak today, it wouldn't thank you for being perfect. It would thank you for surviving. For getting up when nobody expected you to. For believing when evidence said don't. For taking one more breath, one more step, one more chance. Because the future you're dreaming about is already proud of the person who's refusing. Asking, when does life get easier? Started asking, when do I get stronger? Because mountains don't exist to block the view, they exist to change the climber. Every breath I fought for became another reason I couldn't waste it. Every sunrise was another receipt, proving God still wasn't finished. I wasn't late, I was being built off the clock where nobody could interrupt the process. Yeah. There's a cemetery inside every dreamer, filled with versions that almost gave up. The artist who deleted the masterpiece, the father who almost walked away, the mother who almost stopped believing, the kid who almost believed he wasn't enough. I visit that cemetery only to remind myself I'm not one of the names written on those stones. Yeah, I used to chase validation like oxygen. Every compliment became another addiction. Every criticism became another prison. Then I realized if strangers can create your confidence, they can also steal it. So I stopped handing people the keys to my peace. Now my worth isn't rented, it's owned. Pain asked me, how long are you gonna keep fighting? I smiled, as long as tomorrow still has my name on it. Failure laughed, fear clapped, doubt placed bets against me, but none of them realized they were training the very person who would outgrow them. Sometimes your enemies become your greatest coaches without meaning to. Yeah, some people lose themselves trying to fit in. I lost myself trying to survive. It took years to realize the person I was searching for was never ahead of me. He was buried under expectations, under mistakes, under everybody else's opinions. The day I dug him out, the world finally met the real me. The real me. I learned something about storms. They don't ask if you're ready, they arrive, and they either take your house or reveal your foundation. Mine shook, cracked, almost collapsed, but when the rain stopped, I was still standing. Not because I was never weak, because I never stopped holding on. Look at me now, every scar that embarrassed me became my resume. Every rejection that broke me built my reputation. Every closed door that made me cry forced me to build my own entrance. I don't fear failure anymore. Failure knows my name. We've met too many times, and every single meeting made me harder to defeat. One day, you'll stop introducing yourself by your pain. You'll say, I survived, instead of, I suffered. That one change will rewrite your entire identity, because healing doesn't erase your past. It changes who gets to define it. And I refuse to let yesterday introduce me to tomorrow. Yeah. If hope had a heartbeat, it would've sounded like mine. Weak, tired, almost quitting, but still beating. Sometimes the greatest miracle isn't escaping the fire, it's discovering you will becoming fireproof the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. Whole time. Whole time. Yeah. Years from now, when somebody asks how I made it, I won't talk about talent, I'll talk about Tuesdays. The ordinary days when nobody believed, the lonely nights when nobody called, the silent prayers nobody heard. Because champions aren't made on the day they win, they're made on the days nobody's watching. And if tomorrow could stand beside me today, I know exactly what it'd say. Thank you for not giving up on me.